did the meeting with Minister Bains go?
I think this was one of the productive meetings we've had. We talked a lot about the legislation, which is a very welcome move. But we also kind of talked about what the proposed regulations should be about.
Okay, well, pay was one of the proposed changes we just talked. The government is looking to establish a minimum earnings standard of 120% of the minimum wage. Maybe apply that to engaged time. What do you see there? How much would something like that help?
So, 120%, there are a couple of things how this 120% will help us. First off, the 120% of engaged time is again is a very vague way of paying us, because a driver or a delivery driver, a rideshare driver spends uh, around 55% of time waiting for an assignment. So even if they're online, even if they're working, but they still will only get paid, the 120% will only help us when we're on an assignment. So trying to address that, we suggested that any worker should have a minimum utilization rate of 80 to 85%. What that means is, if a worker is online on any platform, they should be working at least 80% of the time that they're online. So that is one. Second, our expenses that we have to incur. Most of our cost actually goes into gas, and a lot of it goes into our vehicle repair, our vehicle insurances. So, and the expenditure is a major part of our cost of operation. Takes a major chunk out of our pay. So we're trying to address those issues with the kind of meeting we had today with Mr. Banks.
I see. Okay, so fuel, mechanical repairs, engagement percentile, that type of thing. Any other proposals that you brought to Minister Bains to help with the utilization rate?
Yeah, so we are trying to have a regulation where there is a maximum amount of drivers that can be on the job. Right now, it's essentially a free for all. We are not trying to say that we want to discourage more drivers, or we want to discourage more workers. It's just that there's only enough pie out there. So when there's a lot of drivers, competing for the same assignments, and that's how the utilization rate is not going to be enough.